What is up, guys? Today we're going to do a quick, just a 10-minute review of this documentary called Ben, A Diary of a Heroin Addict. And it's about this dude called Ben. He's dead now. He died, which is crazy because he struggled his whole life with drug abuse, alcoholism, volume abuse, just like me. And then when he finally decided to get clean, he detoxed and died. It killed him. And that's just a cruel reality of addiction.
Years later,
A cruel, horrible twist. Finally gets clean and then dies.
I'd got no idea until after his death what he'd actually done, how hardcore it was.
Well, that's why you have people like me around
His 30 hours of videotapes
to tell you
reveal two
what
very
it's
different
like
sides of
in
Ben's
that
life.
world. You can see the pain and anguish on his face.
He filmed himself as the
And
loving son and
but
brother
a lot of
he wanted to be
a
to
lot
his
of
family.
people
While at
don't
the
really
same
talk
time-
about the damage, what it does to your family around you. You know, when all you need money all the time, so you're consistently stealing, trying to get money, trying to blag money. Everything is money based, and just imagine that as a parent or as a wife or a sister or a brother. One of your family members just consistently coming day after day, asking for money, taking, and giving nothing in return. It's just tragic all around.
Documenting a life going out of control. His life
I've
as a
never
heroin
used needles. That's called going in the fem. Now, I always get stick because I get it wrong. I've never used needles, so that's why I get it wrong. It's not the femoral artery. Apparently, if you go in the femoral artery, it'll kill you. The fem is a femoral vein, what goes all the way up the back of your body, and the sticky needle in your groin. And it's just an easy vein to access. That's probably white and heroin, or that'll be white, those three, and that'll be heroin. White is crack. That is the cry of somebody who can't get a vein. I've seen that so many times, because when you're injecting in your veins day after day after day, like 20 times a day sometimes, your veins end up collapsing, and then when you dig a heroin shot, when you cook it up, get it in the needle, you've only got like 10 minutes before it congeals, and then it's no good. So there's always a clock against you. If you don't get a vein, within 10 minutes it congeals, and that's why you're screaming, come on, because you can't get a vein.
I've made the decision. Now I'd like you to make a documentary out of all the tapes that I've made.
One of my biggest regrets
I hope to God you look at these videos.
is
You see what kind of mess I got myself into.
one of my biggest regrets is that I didn't document it more, my addiction, you know, because, I mean, honestly, I couldn't have a camera because I would have just sold it. But, and another thing is I was massively overweight. I was really embarrassed and ashamed of what I'd become. That's why I didn't document it, because I couldn't face looking at myself, you know. I got rid of all the mirrors in the house because I couldn't face what a horrible, fat, disgusting mess I'd become as an alcoholic addict. But I regret that now. I wish I'd have documented it more. I mean, look, that's a lovely house. You can see they're nice family, just struck by the devastation of heroin addiction.
While he openly filmed his ordinary life, he
I mean,
seemed determined
they have
to
chippy
capture the
teas
dark
on a
side
Friday.
on tapes that
Because
until
the size
after
I
his
don't
death
need was
remained
huge.
unseen by his family.
And just imagine sticking that big fucking thing in a vein like 10 times a day. The first thing, as soon as you wake up, you have to cook up a hit and just bang it in your vein. It's treacherous. I'll shut this door.
It's my wonderful father doing the curtains for the spare room. I love you, Dad.
Yeah, it seems like a lovely
We're
family.
talking to the camera, Mum.
Mother's knitting or sewing machine, you know. Just a regular family.
This is our family.
Just nip it on a bit.
But
yeah, he was excited about it, and I did wonder for a time whether this could be the thing that would turn him around.
I'm just got off down the shop. Do you want anything?
No, it's okay, Ben, thanks.
Alright, thank you.
Can't believe he smokes real cigarettes. Usually he smokes tobacco
Such an enigma to
because
me.
they're so
Why did a boy
expensive.
from a loving home with parents and other siblings that cared about him, why did Ben ever go down that route?
It can happen to anyone, it really can. I mean, look at me. It turned me like I'm a nice dude. I don't want to steal. I pride myself on honesty. And if it can turn me into a junkie thief who would steal off anyone, you know, it can. Some great people have struggled with addiction. Amy Winehouse, Eminem.
I know he knew all the difference between right and wrong, for instance. I know that he was a happy child.
Yeah, I was as well.
There wasn't anything special about us, I don't think. We just were a very, very...
People say that you turn to heroin to forget your problems. And I never had any problems. My life was amazing. I was popular, funny, everybody liked me. I was going to the raves, you know. I was into my uppers. I used to drop acid and laugh all night and be up all night buzzing and listening to hardcore music. I didn't have any problems to forget. So how did I end up on heroin, which is a downer, you know, it just zonks you out. I used to love being up all night.
We're very happy.
I just can't understand it to this day. But I'm still fighting it now, fucking 30 years later.
We had stories every night, we had parents who supported
And
us.
that's kind of why it annoys me
So yeah, it was fabulous.
when people are like, oh, you fucking smacker, he's just a bad guy. It's like, you've got no idea what we've gone through. You've got no idea what it's like in a fucking treacherous life, waking up chasing heroin every single day.
He could walk into a room, he didn't have to do anything, Ben didn't, to get a party going. Ben was the
Just like me,
he said to
you
me
know.
on some occasions, like, what's the point of drinking
There's been a
alcohol
few.
unless you get smashed?
There's been a couple of things like running themes throughout my life. What I always hear, number one is, oh, you're a good kid, you're a nice kid. And number two is, you're a funny guy. It sounds like it's the same thing with him. And what people used to say when I was in prison, and I take it as a compliment, they used to say, you don't seem like you belong, you know, you don't seem like the type of guy to be in prison. And I always took that as a compliment.
Whenever you're ready. I'm here whenever you're ready. Alright, mate.
He's on the phone to the dealer here. Fucking dealers, man.
Ben was always searching.
I shit him. I used to ring the dealer up. They'd do my fucking head in. They'd, oh yeah, 10 minutes. Right, so you'd wait 10 minutes, nobody there. Right. So then half an hour later, still nobody there. You ring them back up. I'm on my way. Fucking hell, what are you ringing for? So you said you'd be 10 minutes, and that was like an hour ago. I'm coming. And 2 hours, still not there. So then you'll ring somebody else, think, he's not coming. And then you ring another dealer, he'll turn up, and then he'll turn up at the same time. It's like, fuck's sake, and then he's going mad. Oh, they just think that they're better than you, you know.
I honestly don't know the first time he ever came across drugs, but knowing the Ben that I knew,
with me, it was after a raid.
I would have thought, I'll give it a try.
That's the first time I saw it. I don't think I used it then. But the first time I had heroin, it was horrible. I didn't even enjoy it. I remember smoking it. Oh, he's taking Valium. Yeah, I wasn't bad on Valium as well. I used to have fucking 100 mil as soon as I woke up, and then 100 mil at night, just to function. What was I saying? Yeah, the first time I had heroin, it was horrible. I just stuck to my fucking chair. I couldn't lift my head up. I was puking. It was an awful feel. I couldn't wait for it to be over, but yet still I ended up addicted. I don't know. There's no point. It can be frustrating around addicts, but you know, it makes no.
Ben's told me he's got a problem.
It makes no difference. You can shout, you can scream. They're not going to, until they're ready. I know it's a cliche. You've got to be ready, and it's true. You can lock someone in a room.
What do you mean you're on heroin?
It's the femoral artery.
And I don't want to be on heroin.
You can lock someone in a room, and they'll get clean while they're in the room. As soon as you let them out, they'll go and score. I just imagine that 10 times a day, sticking those big needles in your veins. Let's shift
I
it
think he
forward
just
a
wanted
bit.
to.
His role, you know, his aim in life.
I want to see
Ben was
there.
taking heroin up to 4 times a day.
4 times a day.
His veins were so damaged,
He would
had
have
to
done more
inject
if he'd
into
have
his
had the
body.
money. See his scoring here.
Give me an extra free one. An extra free
Oh,
wine.
fucking hell, I've never got no bloody free one.
Be 2 small whites. Very nice of them. So we're going to mix it up and then...
Very nice of him.
First snowball in 6 months.
Oh, thank you, drug dealer. So now it looks like he's cooking up a hit with a needle.
He fucking needs help.
Well, give credit. I mean, he's still got a car. He must still have insurance. So he's done well there to maintain that. Usually you sell your car straight away.
Cannabis abuse can go on fucking 8 to 12 and then I do
Look at the size of that needle.
speed, anything else, ketamine, up until he
I think he's got a
fucking
similar
hit the
story to
smack
me, you know. He was into like the rave music.
Just fucking get help. Just do something now. 'Cause it ain't fucking gonna get better, mate.
Straight into the femoral artery.
Ain't gonna get better.
Sorry, not the femoral artery. The fem.
You're doing this fuck for 15 fucking years.
So he's frustrated, he's angry, he can't understand it. Just like me, I can't understand it. Why? Why did I just stop using it? I don't know.
You fucked it.
It sends you freaking wappy.
Whatever we did, we tried getting angry, we tried tough love,
Yep,
we tried
there's nothing you can do until somebody's ready. And it frustrates me because I post videos on YouTube and TikTok and people come to me and they say, look, my son's, I think he might be using, my dad's using, my brother's using, he's stealing from all of us, what can I do? And I can't, you know, I can't give him the right answer because there's nothing you can do. They've just got to go through it until they're ready and then be there and support them for it. So it looks like he's had a dig there.
I forgot. What kind of size do I
Oh God, imagine that kind of cheap cider first thing in the morning. I used to do it myself. I'd never drank cider because it would burn me fucking inside. And I'd get really bad indigestion. It'd burn my throat up. So I just used to drink like strong lager, like Tiski, is it something? Some Polish beer. I used to drink that. I'd get 2 4-packs and dust them straight away. So his dad's just at the end of the road, he feels helpless. You can see, look at him, he's a junkie. Scruffy hair, scruffy clothes. Looks like he's got a coat hanger stuck in the back of his jacket. That's true, it can only get better.
Dad was very gentle.
And the parents are frustrated, they don't know what to do because there's nothing you can do.
His mum is a lot more pragmatic and would want answers off Ben. And I mean, it was Mum that took a photograph of Ben when he collapsed one night and then made him look at it the next day and said, this is what you are doing to yourself.
Sometimes family's not enough. It's not enough. Family don't
And I
know
think back
everything,
to
do
some
they?
of the nights.
You know, they
when
don't
I
know
was,
everything about
oh
his
man, there
drug
was one
use,
night when I was
what they know
hallucinating.
about it.
So I did
You know,
not have
it's
no
all
sleep, I'd
secretive
been
to them.
smoking crack for 3 days.
Behind closed doors and away from
Thought
his
there was a
family,
naked cult
Ben
in the
was
back
leading an
garden. I was
extraordinary
running around in the
double
back
life.
garden with an
A life
axe,
he seems
thinking there's
determined
if
to
somebody had
capture
been
on film.
there, I could have hit him with an axe. Oh, it could have happened. You know? It could have ended in tragedy.
Real close about it.
And I remember going to sleep, I was convinced that there was a naked cult in the back
He always
garden.
asked me to make sure I got the
I went to sleep thinking, oh, in the morning you're going to see, everybody's going to see that I was right. And obviously, as soon as I woke up, I couldn't believe it. I was just devastated. I was like, obviously.
30 seconds, and he's I think something like that, and he's unconscious.
I'm going in the fem again. It's like, I've always wondered what happens if you collapse your fem. That's a big vein. It's going to.
And after.
There's gouch in there, look. You don't really. I never really achieved that with smoking it.
The state is
I just used to have it to feel normal. I never really got a buzz or a gouge from it. But when you use needles, I think it's a lot stronger. So, and there's always someone in the crew, right? Whoever you do drugs with, there's always one guy who will have a couple filters or a tiny little speck of gear in a dig, and he'll be fucking wasted like this, unconscious, slurring like, alright, mate. So fucking, you've only had a filter. I wonder, it must be like a mind thing, like a mental thing. You convince yourself that you're off your head on drugs when really you're not.
20 minutes later.
Look at that, that's true junkie wipeout. I did get like that on Valium. I remember when I went to my mate's flat one night, we were drinking, I had like a full strip of Valium and passed out. And my mate the next day, he says, you look like a dead body on a slab in a morgue. He says, you was unconscious.
He was living in London.
And just taking photos of me, and one last pulled the pants down and sat on my face. Taking photos, taking a pic.
The time when Ben was happiest within his work life was when he
How long
worked
was
in
that?
the film studio.
Yeah, 16
And I
minutes.
think
So I'm going to do
that
part
they
2
felt that he
tomorrow.
had
I'm going to take the
had
dog
real
out.
potential.
Ben kept his job as a runner for
Yeah.
3
If
years.
you like this video, press the
It was only a
thumbs
matter
up,
of time
subscribe to
before
the
his secret
channel.
was out.
Bonjour.